Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of every age, and to all of you out there who are listening to this podcast, who may or may not confide and confirm to those or not. We don't care. We do care that you are listening to this podcast. Thank you, and welcome into the Ace and the Hole. You may be noticing there's only two of us. I don't know which side he's on because I don't know what the two layout is, but he's on one side of me. And that's Eli. We're here today. It seems like it happens every year around the holidays. One of us just gets busy with life and everything gets in the way. So, me and Eli are going to do our best to bring you a banging episode today. Austen is not with us. He is your national sports champion. And to do an homage to the national sports champion, who will not be here today, we are blending the worlds. Imagine Austen has his sports title. I have the predictions title. They're going together today. But I'll get back to that here in a second. Eli, you are with me today. How are you doing today, my friend?
We were allowed to touch the stove for the fourth time.
Yeah, this is the fourth time we've been by ourselves. Me and Eli went and counted. Yeah, so we told ourselves we were going to start recording about an hour ago, and we've been just playing with all the tools we have for about an hour. So, but we promise not to touch stove too much while you all are here with us today. As today we have two things on the docket. We have AEW World's End predictions coming down the pipe to you. Austen already has his picks in, so don't you worry. His picks and his vie for this beautiful championship is still, in there. But it's a home show for me, and I'm the current reigning, defending, undisputed predictions champion. So that means I get 2 vetoes going into today's predictions. And then after that, like I said, we're fusing the worlds of professional wrestling and sports. We're doing the sports fusion draft. So what that means is that me and Eli are going to go through and draft to all of our American listeners, soccer team, to the rest of you out there, because we know you're out there, a football team, from current professional wrestlers. So, will Eli pick Tanahashi as his striker? Probably not, but you never know.
He would kick the ball and then end up injured.
True. But yeah, that's what we have going on today. It's another first. We decided to use this as a test episode to see if there's anything here or not. Another draft. We'll keep, as long as y'all keep listening, we will keep finding ways to do drafts on this podcast because god damn it, that's our niche. But yeah, so I don't really got anything else to talk about. I mean, everybody's pre-taping stuff for the holidays, so we all know a little bit more than we should have.
New Japan isn't. They're just not doing anything until January 4th.
I was gonna ask, their Mr. Lion Mark, how's the run up to the big show of the year?
Not terrible.
I heard they got some small timer to retire Tanahashi.
Well, that's not the thing people are confused about.
I know. I was going to ask you about that. Because didn't they bring in some other guy who was supposed to be Tanahashi's last match?
No. They brought in a man who's not supposed to be able to be in any wrestling company at all right now.
Oh, you're talking about the Andrade thing. After he showed up at a Hog and attacked the world title holder.
So no one knows what's happening with his contract status other than he was still under the no-compete clause. And now he's in New Japan and
backing the United Empire.
So I don't know what's happening other than there was some rumor mill stuff about Diddy trying to be on NJPW's good side and NJPW not getting everything they wanted out of it and all of that stuff. So I don't know.
I was going to ask you about this. What about WWE saying they're not hiring right now and then going and trying to get the New Japan Tag Champs.
Which ones?
I just saw the report about it before we started recording, so I cannot tell you which ones it is, but give me a second, I
What?
can look it up.
As far as I knew, they weren't.
I forgot the Steiners were
They
tag team
want
champions in New Japan.
Asuka, and Yuto Ice. The
Knockout Brothers.
Look,
yeah.
They are the worst fucking team that NJPW has tried pushing, period. And I say that jokingly sometimes, and sometimes I do mean that they're a pretty bad team. This is the worst fucking team ever.
But what about WWE saying, hey, we're not hiring, but we want to hire you?
Fucking let the go down by hiring them. Yuto Ice, he's not bad. Out of the two of them in the tag team, he's not the one I have an issue with. It's Asuka Lube I have an issue with, who just doesn't present anything at all. He's terrible on the microphone. He's terrible in the ring. And just... I know there's a tag team deficit in New Japan. They showed during the tournament where they were throwing together tag teams in it. But it's not that bad. They've made some really fun tag teams like Gabe Kidd and Yuta Tsuji. That's a pretty good fucking tag team. Shingo Takagi and Drill Maloney. That's a pretty damn good tag team. They had a really funny one with David Finlay and Hiromu Takahashi. That was a fun one. That was a neat one. And then we have that pairing as they've come back and won the tag titles, which fucking shouldn't have happened to begin with, but whatever. And it's just... It's the thing I said on the Christmas list episode, which precedes this one, so if you haven't watched that one, I don't know why you're watching this. The faction issue, I understand where it comes from and stems from. It's the fact that a lot of wrestlers, I'm not saying it against AEW or a little bit more towards WWE, because with AEW, they're at least able to come back to the company and wrestle.
Yeah.
It happens a lot less frequently than it did, but they are still able to. WWE won't let them. And I understand why, because they work with AEW, understand that, that's your rival company, understand it, get it, okay, cool, whatever. Just don't let anybody else go to Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, apparently.
But you have Noah you could bring in. They're still working with WWE, but you're still working with them too. You have DDT that you could bring in. You have AJPW you could bring in. 3 companies right there. And yet, you are throwing together tag teams from every which way. You're not bringing in your young lions like you used to. You're just sending them out immediately. And you're giving them longer excursions where they don't end up coming back because they sign with another company. It is a problem. It needs fixed. Will it get fixed anytime soon? Probably fucking not. But it's... I don't know. Andrade... doesn't really fucking add anything to it. They could have gone so many different ways. They could have had Will Ospreay show up for the night. He's not doing anything January 4th. You could have had Kyle Fletcher come in and had the Don Callis family the United Empire owed the Don Callis family a thing and had the United Empire come over to AEW a couple of times. There's so many things you could have done instead of just bringing in some fuck who couldn't read his contract that he signed and then showed up for another company before he was able to. Like, yeah, he was Intercontinental Champion at one point. Awesome. Cool. So was MVP, but he's not going around when his contract's up with stuff and going to the company that he knows he can't. It's just a fucking issue.
It really does just sound like a mess.
And the problem comes into play, and I understand why. I think it's going to get better after this year. After Tokyo Dome, I should say. Because what this has been Tanahashi's wrap-up. That's what it's pretty much been. It's Tanahashi's wrap-up. Remember who the president of NJPW is. Fucking Tanahashi. He's more focused on his retirement tour than what's happening. His retirement tour coincides with Chaos disappearing, Bullet Club doing what it's doing, and a lot of other factions kind of just merging into a big group. It also coincides with a lot of people leaving the company. I wonder fucking why.
Yeah.
You lose LIJ, which has been one of your big selling points. You
After
lose
already
Chaos.
losing God, they lost God, and I feel like they haven't been able to replace them.
Yeah, I mean,
and you can say what you like about the Young Bucks, but they were key to New Japan for a while too. Like,
Bishamon was the closest they got to Guerrillas of Destiny. And then they have them fucking losing to Oscar and Yuto Ice. Like, I don't understand I don't understand the philosophy here. And it's just kind of, I don't know. It feels like New Japan's in a dip that they can't get out of. And I'm hoping that Tanahashi retiring gives him the time to fix it. But it feels like we're in the New Japan era where Inoki was trying to make it a boxing promotion, not just wrestling. And it's showing when Stardom, your sister company, is getting more sold out seats than New Japan is. Like, even in a small gym, they're selling out more tickets than you. That's a problem. That's a fucking problem. Love Stardom. I'm not saying women's wrestling is the problem that they're selling. I'm saying a company that's been around longer than the other one should not be selling out more tickets than the other one. Especially when that company is in charge of the other one. That looks terrible on you. So, I don't know. It's just kind of... I don't know. It's... Well, it doesn't feel like there's anything fixing it anytime soon.
Well, let's shift gears into something that we probably know a little bit more about right now, and that is AEW World's End. 6 matches on the card, and I'll talk a little bit about what's going on in AEW. It's been Continental Classic season, and dear God, it has not disappointed. The results for the Continental Classic are as follows, as soon as it'll let me scroll. In the Blue League, Roderick Strong finished with 3 points. Mascara Dorada finished with 6. Orange Cassidy finished with 6. Claudio finished with 7. John Moxley finished with 9. And Konosuke finished with 13 in the Blue League. So that means Konosuke and Moxley made it out of the Blue League. In the Gold League, you had Speedball Mike Bailey end with 6. Jack Perry, who was the substitute for Darby, with 6. Pac and Kevin Knight ended with 7. And Kyle Fletcher and Kazuchika Okada made it out of the league with 9. Fletcher won the head-to-head, so that means he got the first seed in the Gold League. Now, at the time of recording, the results for the Continental Classic have not aired yet, but they've pre-recorded because it's the holidays, so we know what the results are. So by the time you're watching this, it won't matter anyway. So yeah, that is how the Continental Classic ended. Some very interesting matchups that have happened that I want to point out real quick. Speedball, Mike Bailey and Kevin Knight went absolute bonkers. Fletcher had a really strong showing this year. Konosuke once again had a really strong showing. Claudio beating Mox earlier in the CC was really good. And Jack Perry stepping in for Darby and getting 2 wins is always, I love to see Jack Perry do well. I do believe that we only had 1 draw this year, and we had 2. Claudio and Takeshita drew, and Pac and Kevin Knight drew. So those are the 2 draws we had this year. So, you know, matches came to fruition, and a lot of them were pretty good. So that means that our matches we have to predict are Konosuke Takeshita versus Kazuchika Okada. Getting that match as a semifinal feels cheap. That feels like I should be for the CC. So that's really interesting. Makes me wonder what they're going to do there. And then the other semifinal is Fletcher versus Mox. And then the winner of those matches will face each other for the CC title. Other matches on the card we have to predict: Chris Statlander versus Jamie Hayter for the women's world title. The 4-way match between Joe, Swerve, the Hangman, and MJF for the world title. MJF coming out with his Casino Gauntlet contract, making it a 4-way. And the Babes of Wrath defending the AEW Women's World Tag Team Championship against Athena and Mercedes Moné, Eli's favorite wrestler. It's a team of his favorite wrestlers, Ember Moon and Mercedes. Yeah, it's his favorite team of all time. So we'll go through our predictions. Like I said, Austin's already mailed his in, so we'll reveal his as we go along. We'll start at the top because we can't go bottom to top because we have to predict the tournament. So that way we can predict the finals.
I would rather go bottom to top and then just fucking fix where the tournament is. I do not want to make that the last fucking thing we predict.
Well, I'm champion, damn it, so that's what we're doing. So in the semifinal match, we got Takeshita versus against Okada, and what would, in my opinion, is a goddamn dream match. And shut up.
Apparently enough that you're having a stroke.
Listen to your champion when he's speaking. Austen took Okada. He's going with the golden rule here. Eli, do you have Takeshita or Okada?
I have Takeshita. The only way I think Okada really wins here is if there is enough Don Callis interference. Does Takeshita need the win? No. But at the same time, AEW has already fucking shown that they don't need the titles to be together. The only reason they go together is to fucking bring the Unified Championship out. Which I thought was replacing all of this.
Which they actually explained on air. Believe it or not, that's actually
dumb as shit.
One of the things they explained on air.
Dumb as shit.
So I'm going Okada here. He is the reigning defending champion. So that'd be stupid to pick against him. In the other semifinal, we've got Fletcher taking on Moxley. Eli, who do you have? Austin has taken Kyle Fletcher, as he won Gold League. You're also taking Fletcher. I am also taking Kyle Fletcher here.
I have Fletcher. No matter what, we're getting Don Callis versus Don Callis.
Yeah, that's basically what this is here. So that means that at the end, Austin has Kyle Fletcher winning the Continental Classic this year. Eli, you have Kyle Fletcher taking on Konosuke. You're taking Konosuke.
I have Takeshita.
I'm taking Okada.
I want to see his entrance at the Tokyo Dome when he walks in with the IWGP Championship and the Continental
It would be really
Championship.
cool. It would be really cool.
Because the Tokyo Dome is where you get the extra big entrances, like glass falling down and all of that. I want to see what they do.
I think Okada's going to come out with the belt to retire Tanahashi.
Well, he still has another title. He has the International Championship.
Yeah, but he wants the unified title out there.
You know what the IWGP title match is, right? Essentially. So, Tsuji has said that he wants the old belt back, and Konosuke is trying to keep the new belt. So if Konosuke wins, we keep the new belt. If he loses, we get the old belt back.
Interesting.
Yeah. I fucking love it so much.
Well, we'll get to talk about that here in a week or two when we predict
Why
that
do I look
show.
extra ginger today?
You do. I look extra dark today. My hairs just look dark.
I'm glad you immediately went into hair on that statement.
Chris Statlander defending the AEW Women's World against Jamie Hayter. Austen has picked Chris Statlander. I'll go next. I got Hayter here. I'm a hater. I'm a big Jamie Hayter kind of fan. So
I do this every fucking time. I don't see them getting the belt off of Chris Statlander immediately. But you know what? Last time I said that, they fucking gave it to Mercedes Moné. So what the fuck do I know?
Yep. That did happen. Our next match is the Fatal 4-Way. Eli, who you got here?
Sorry, I was doing my next pick, which I'm sure no one could have guessed.
Well, I was gonna proffer you the same deal that Austen proffered you. Is that I'll burn a veto for you to veto that match if you owe me a veto in the future.
I can't wait to get to Tokyo Dome if I win this and be fucking champion. Both of you take both my vetoes. Can't fucking wait for it. You know what? Fuck it. Fucking veto it.
All right, we'll get there. We'll get there, but now we have to predict this match.
Yeah,
you have to be champ going into Tokyo Dome.
I think they could really pull the trigger. Let me rephrase that. I'm hoping they pull the trigger. Because if they don't, they're fucking dead at this point.
Is in NXT.
Fucking get the fuck out of here.
I'm taking MJF here.
It's either going to be MJF or it's going to be Swerve. I don't see Joe potentially. Only way Joe brings it back is if there is hardcore, full-on interference or MJF helps him.
Wow, I don't see MJF
Swerve,
helping him.
I think he's the only one in this match that hasn't had championship yet. I don't think Joe is a long-term champion for them. Love Joe. Don't think he's the long-term solution for him. I think this is finally time to give Swerve, going into the new year, the championship that he hasn't been able to get yet. Right? Swerve's not been champion.
Yeah, he has. Yeah. Because Hank, yeah, he has.
I don't remember him being champion. Oh, yep. Nope, I'm wrong. I don't remember that. He defeated Samoa Joe at AEW Dynasty.
Because he was the one that beat Joe after Joe beat MJF. So this is like the tying back together of the last 4 to 5 stories for the world title.
I forgot about that.
Joe beat Hangman. And then, yeah, it just all ties
Hangman beat MJF
back together. Yeah.
Joe beat Hangman. Swerve beat Joe. MJF is beating Swerve.
This is everybody who's beaten everybody is finally together. So, and I'm going to use one of my vetoes here to veto match 6, which is the Babes of Wrath.
I hope I win this and we get to Tokyo
Athena
Dome.
and Mercedes Moné. So that way me and Austin could both take your vetoes and you don't get a home show or championship. I'm gonna look through real quick, see if there's anything else I wanna use my second veto for. Eli, do you want to gamble so that way I can veto your gamble?
Sure.
Don't. I'm not. I'm baiting you. Don't. I'm not gonna veto you. Please don't. I'd feel bad. I think I'm gonna have to sit on it. I'm gonna have to sit and wait, and then I'll probably just end up vetoing the CC final if Okada loses. But I'm gonna sit on it, and we'll wait and see. And
God,
with
help
that,
us all.
it is time to roll over into our sports wrestling fusion draft. Eli, let's start off by stating where our teams are going to be located.
Well, it did really good last time, so I think I'm going to go to Gary, where we could be getting the Gary Bears here soon, actually.
I know, right?
What? I was the Gary, Indiana Convicts.
I think you were the Gary Convicts last time, so let's pick a little better name this time. And just so that way you people out there listening to us know, we could put this anywhere in the world. And Eli picked Gary, Indiana.
Yep, we're the Gary inmates.
You could have picked North Sentinel Island. You could have put it on North Sentinel Island. That's a shout out. That's a shout out from the first town hall.
I don't know if I want to do that. I need my people to be able to live.
I'm putting my team in Belfast. I'm going to be the Belfast Provisionals.
I already have an Irish team.
Yeah, but yours was in Dublin. Mine's in Northern Ireland. There's a difference.
The Dublin? No, I think it was just the Island Gaelics.
I thought for sure you said Dublin. Oh well.
Pretty. I'll look it up.
So, but for those of you out there who know a little bit about the old footy, we'll be drafting based off of a 4-3-3, just flat. You've got two centers, a left and a right back, left mid, central mid, right mid, left wing, striker, right wing, and a coach. We will be drafting a coach. So we do not have to worry about that. Trying to say we don't have a coach. I do not know, Eli. But this is my brainchild, so it's only fair if I go second here. We're just gonna snake it back and forth until we're done. So
we have so
Eli,
many sports episodes.
Who's 101, and what position are you putting him?
Oh. Didn't he actually play soccer?
I don't think we're taking that into account.
I am. Because I genuinely can't remember. I'm gonna put him in my center. Give me Will Ospreay.
Ospreay at central mid,
because he will be able to go anywhere I need him to.
That's true,
and he's got some damn good kicks.
I also think you just flubbed majorly by putting him there instead of at your striker position.
I was thinking about putting him at
your striker needs to be able to get airborne, who flies better than Ospreay. But so, first pick in the draft, Ospreay goes to central midfield for the Gary Inmates. Just wanted to remind everybody of his team name. So I'm gonna take a very different approach here to my central midfield. I'm not picking central midfield because Eli picked central midfield. I'm picking central midfield because I need a bully in the middle of the field, like Roy Keane-esque. Give me Braun Breaker as my central midfielder.
I'm not gonna lie, I also didn't see the striker position on this when I was doing my pick, so
I'm taking Braun Breaker as my first overall pick to run my central midfield. He's just gonna be nasty.
he's gonna be nasty. Big and nasty. That's a niche reference.
That I don't think any of our listeners will get, but I appreciate it.
Man.
Yeah.
This is always the issue I have when coaching too on where I want to put people. Damn.
And this is current, by the way. We're only doing current
Oh, we're
wrestlers.
doing current. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that just changed that pick.
I'm glad I said something then. And this is also kind of like, how they are currently. So, if you take Tanahashi, you're getting retirement toward Tanahashi.
I was thinking of putting Macho Man at coach. That would have been a fun time.
Yeah, just roll out a fucking urn.
Well, I can't do that now. Damn. My fucking browser ain't working properly. Let's go to AEW.
Bro, are you really having to look people up here?
Fight me.
My guy.
You know what? I shit on him a lot, but he can fly. I'm gonna take Rico.
Ricochet?
He is a soccer fan. He can
At
fly.
striker?
He is
Okay.
fast. He is agile. I got Osprey backing him up. I'm fine.
So I'm going to deviate, and I am going to go to my right back position, and I'm going to take Speedball. Give me Speedball at right back.
See, that's who I was contemplating on striker too.
He's quick enough that he can support the wing play, get back, and help shut down the crosslanes. And more importantly, he can clear a ball and play the long ball to who I have planned to go up front. So,
oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
I've got a wicked idea for coach. I just gotta hope I can get there.
Damn. Now we can't copy each other's people, which makes this even worse.
Or else I would have taken Osprey and put him at my striker.
Damn. You know what? No. Give me Hayes.
Carmelo?
Give me Hayes at fullback.
Well, I'm gonna go keeper here. I got to see this man in person, and I got to actually see how gigantic this guy is. Give me Obafemi as my goalkeeper.
That's not a bad one. I'll raise you a Gunther though.
Gunther at keeper. I thought Gunther. He's not agile. He's quick, but he's not agile enough.
He's a lot more agile than people would make him out for, though.
So for my left midfielder, I need somebody who's going to be able to get into their heads, a la Jamie Tart style. I'm gonna take MJF at my left midfielder. I need somebody to win free kicks, get possession back, and get the other team in trouble.
Are you sure you don't want Grayson Waller for that.
No, I'm perfectly fine because at the end of the day, MJF can also muscle people off the ball. I'm also trying to build a bully midfield too. So, well, both our goalkeepers are gone, so we could talk about other goalkeepers that could have been. Redbeard would be a crazy goalkeeper.
Yeah. I'm gonna deviate from you. I think I'm gonna go to the left. And
Left wing or midfield?
left full.
Oh, left back. Okay.
Kind of keeping it with the speedball, the haze. I'm taking Nathan Frazier.
Nathan Frazier. All right. I'm gonna go actually to
I'm
my
also getting
right.
him off a striker because he is speedy and he is good.
Yeah.
And I don't need you having him.
I'm gonna go to a wing. I'm gonna put him on left wing just because to me the wings you can swap them just on the fly. I'm gonna take Jevon Evans here.
All right.
He's tall enough to where if he needed to, he can mix it up and head some balls home. But more importantly, he's tall, he's lanky, and he's quick. So that means he should be able to be a good target to get that receive that long ball from speedball and then feed the striker. What'd you just do?
Nothing. I'm stuck between two people. And they're not really interchangeable people either.
Oh no, that's the worst.
Damn.
So you're putting Smojo at your right wing, right?
Fuck no. Do I finish the back position? I still got two.
Yeah, you got two
centrals.
center back. We got two CBs left.
I have not built much of an offense. I built a pretty damn good defense. Not much of an offense, though.
You've got a good holding midfielder in your wing backs. So, and then you got Ricochet up front by himself.
Yeah, well, he can stay by himself for a little bit. Gosh. They really just named him El Clon.
Yeah.
That's
Talking about the anti-hologram? Yeah.
Yeah. Hologram who's injured and not been there since he's been introduced? Yeah. Uh-huh. There's a lot of people on AEW I forgot were there. And Juice Robinson without a beard is fucking terrifying.
Yes, it is.
you see the picture?
Yeah.
You see the picture?
Yes,
yeah.
I have.
Yeah, that's not no.
Yeah, no beard Juice is a little cursed. Especially when you've known him as the bearded Juice for a while.
I'm gonna build a white ring. I'm gonna take Kevin Knight. This gives me some time to think.
Where'd you put in Kevin Knight for all the viewers at home?
White ring. I said white ring.
I'm gonna go CB1 here, and I'm gonna take Powerhouse Hobbs as my CB1. Yeah, I'm not gonna finish that statement. I'll put it in the chat.
No,
though.
Continue, good sir. Continue.
There you go. It's in the chat for you to read.
Give me a second, because now I gotta end my... Oh, no, I could just switch it to vertical. Oh, God.
That's what I was gonna say. So that's why I didn't. So
I had to switch my tabs to vertical and then back to horizontal. That was awful.
we're back to you. It kind of
Nakazawa's
goes.
still employed.
Who?
Nakazawa?
Nakazawa? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Maisa Dale's still employed. Maybe AEW needs to release some people. They got a few too many. I don't want to, but at the same time I do. Give me Takashita
At your center?
at my center.
Ooh, he's gonna get bullied.
I think he could be doing some bullying. He probably is going to be drawing me a lot of cards, but
damn,
I'll take some cards to win a game.
That's fair. You're getting retirement tour. Oh, you said Takashi. I thought you said Tanahashi.
I did not say Tanahashi. Takashita.
I thought you said Tanahashi. I'm like, damn, retirement tour Tanahashi is crazy good center back.
No,
holy shit.
The joke has been I say Takashita because I don't pronounce his name correctly.
You're getting close, so I'm gonna go ahead and take my striker. I'm taking Okada at my striker.
Gosh, good man.
You see how high he gets on that drop kick? Imagine what he can do with a scissor kick, man. Perfect.
He's not in the best of health. Ooh, I just about dropped my phone. It's okay. Everything's okay. Everything's good. He's not in the best of health. But I want him. Where do I want to put him?
As your coach.
No.
So you need a left wing, a right mid, and a left mid, and your other center back.
Mm-hmm.
And your coach. So you have 5 positions remaining.
I'm gonna go against your Hobbs pick. No, I'm not even picking on the right thing. Fine Cage.
Interesting pick. Okay.
That's the combat to put a Hobbs on my side of the field. Yes, I did start typing Keith Lee. Let's ignore that.
That's what I was worried about. I was like, I mean, he's not retired, but we haven't seen him in a couple years. Unless he's showing up backstage at the WWE Hall of Fame. So I need a left back, a center back, a right mid, and neither one of us has touched left wing yet, or a coach. So that's a little terrifying. I'm trying to decide if I want to pull the coach or if I'm trying to decide where you think you're going next. I'm gonna go coach. Give me a mastermind here. Give me somebody who knows how to strike when the iron's hot. Give me Paul Heyman as my coach.
I made that joke earlier and you said that was terrible.
You're right, because I was trying to get you off of that so that way I could still be there when I wanted it. Back to you.
So,
give me a team of Paul Heyman guys.
To match your annoying MJF, I'm gonna raise your Trick Williams.
That's fair. That's fair. He'd be able to get in there and get dirty and try to draw some cards. So that's pretty fair.
I have 2 card drawers.
For my left wing, though, I need somebody who can cross the ball, who can play a long ball, and somebody who's strong enough to muscle into the box if they have to. I gotta take the guy who kicked heads off of shoulders for a living back in the late 2000s, early 2010s.
But you're also getting a guy who has back issues.
Orton. That's fine.
And has been injured multiple times this year.
That's fine. I'm taking the original punt. Give me Randy Orton here. Feeding the ball to Okada and Evans. Man, That's MSN right there. What do you mean? Plus, he's explosive quick. He ain't fast, but he's explosive quick. I got two different kinds of speed on either wing.
But I have more speed than both of... Well, one of yours. I have more speed than Okada. Evans, we might be a little bit of a match.
That's why Okada just has to play target man.
I'm going to put him... I'm going to put him here. It's probably where I don't need to put him.
You put him at... Okay, interesting. JD McDonough as the right midfielder. You've gone with a very... Not as an insult here, but you've gone with a very CrossFit style midfield.
I've gone with a very CrossFit style. Until you get up towards the front, my whole team is CrossFit style.
Until you get, your Gunther, your Brian Cage.
We just have a hefty defense with 2 speeds.
I mean, shit, play that long ball game, it might work. I need to...
We're just going to pin everybody to one side of the field.
I'm going to take my other center back here to pair up with Hobbs in the back. And then the issue with Hobbs is that he's a muscular guy. He's big, but he ain't tall. He ain't no 7 foot tall. And sometimes you just can't teach that. Give me Big Bill.
Who also ended up with a lot of leg injuries.
You're elite if you got that reference. Any of you out there who got that reference. You're elite.
You missed the opportunity to say, make a comment if you got that reference, but you know what? Is there anybody from New Japan I could put on here?
You've got your left wing and your coach. I've got left back and right mid left.
I like that Kevin Knight and Kushida can join back together on New Japan. Oh, wait, no, they can't. Kushida's in TNA still, isn't he?
I think Kushida is kind of doing whatever Kushida wants to do right now. I think he's in that weird spot.
I don't know.
Man, I didn't expect to have to put you on the clock for your sports draft.
Well, I got 2 people. I have my coach left, and then I have only 1 position left to do. He doesn't have to kick amazingly if he can also out technique and out
Zack Sabre. I like that.
Randy Orton, so I'm taking Zack Sabre at left wing.
I like that.
Which finishes out my...
Well, now I have to pick who I think can counter Zack Sabre Jr. as my left back. And I think I've got the perfect Zack Sabre stopper. By stopper, I mean be annoying enough that it works. I'm going to breathe with the Switchblade here. Give me Switchblade at my left back.
I was contemplating Switch. So when I was doing the back and forth, I had Switchblade and Hayes going through my head.
Yeah. So, Eli, you have 1 position left, and it's your coach. Who's going to coach this roster?
This is chaos. This is craziness. There's only one man who's lived in wrestling enough to be able to handle all of this. Give me Jushin Thunder Liger as the coach.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Jushin Thunder Liger is your
Leading the
coach.
Gaily inmates.
That's crazy. I got one spot left. It's my right midfield. Um, trying to decide if I want to continue the midfield of just bully ball, and I think I do actually. I really think I do.
I would also like to point out this is how I will typically line up my soccer team. And it's not a bad thing. You can put bigger people up in the front, but if they're not fast, it's not going to help you. So this is legit. What one of my soccer teams would look like is the bigger I make sure I'm more defensively sound during the game or during the season, and I'm going to have my fast motherfuckers running straight at the ball.
Yeah, I mean, especially
And
if
it
you're
works.
like a high press kind of thing or whatever. I mean,
Went undefeated last season.
is it a problem? I'm having a problem deciding who I want to fill in the right mid here. Feeding the ball up to Evans up there on the right wing.
Jimmy Wang Yang.
No, I think I know who I'm gonna take, and it's gonna be a wild pull. He's gonna be my wild card in the midfield. Give me Jacob Fatu.
I looked at him, but that was for a center back.
I know, but I feel like he's got the speed to hang in the midfield. He might get blown
He's
by a
got
couple
the
times.
speed, but
But-
I feel like I would rather have him as defensive more than my more offensive mid.
Give me a second. I'll see if I can fire up the ace and the whole certified super secret AI. And
This is
we'll
an
see whose
insane
team
team.
is better.
So pretty much a defensive four is Jay White and Nathan Frazier, Hobbs, Takeshita, so I don't make you confused on Tanahashi, Big Bill, Brian Cage, Speedball, and Hayes. Then you go to the mid, which is MJF and Trick, Braun, Osprey, Jacob Fatu, JD McDonough. Then you go to up at the front, which is Orton, Zack Sabre, Okada, Ricochet, Evans, Kevin Knight, and then you have our goalkeepers, Oba and Gunther, coached by Paul Heyman and Jushin Thunder Liger. We have the Belfast Provisionals and the Gary Inmates. God, this is a fucking team.
Yeah, this is
both sides of the ball. I don't know if I probably maybe if I was going to change anything would swap JD with Saber, maybe. I don't know. I have Distractable going off in my ear. That was my listening choice for this episode.
Well, sadly, Austen couldn't make it,
Fast
so
food tier list.
I had to go through and listen to the wrestling bangers.
I can't. I'll end up listening to whatever, and the episode will be over. Oh man. Oh, and a happy Christmas to everybody. While we're waiting for this episode will be going up on Christmas Eve.
Oh, will it really?
Yes.
Eli, to fill in for a second while I'm having to type all this crap out, what's your favorite wrestling holiday themed thing?
Wrestling.
So like the Miracle on 34th Street fight.
Oh, okay.
They always have Santa come out. So like, what's like your favorite one you've ever seen?
Mick Foley as Santa plays in my head a lot. Where he came down just doing the finger guns the entire time. No, John Cena pulling out the chair from the Christmas gift. It's a good one.
That's the best to you.
That one lives in my head. But we wouldn't have all this without ECW in December to Dismember.
True.
AEW doesn't do a whole lot with it. New Japan definitely doesn't. Stardom used to. They need to bring back their themed shows. There was the whole thing where everybody thought Alberto Del Rio hit Santa Claus with his car.
Yeah, that did happen. I remember that.
And that was a whole mystery with John Cena the entire night. We're never getting one of those again.
Sadly. This will be our first Christmas without John Cena. Have you realized that yet? I have.
Like I said, it isn't. Look, when we get to AJ Styles and Mysterio, I'll shed some more tears, but John Cena just wasn't my go-to man.
But he's the GOAT, though. Like, he was it.
And I can't wait to watch he fall apart because of him being gone. Or him show up in TNA. One of the two. Look, if all of a sudden AEW starts happening and a show happens and all you hear is look, so you think you're untouchable, and hits and everybody and he just comes out Dr. Thugonomics with cope, then yes, I will pop my head off for John Cena immensely.
I don't think he would, though.
You don't think he'll do a Hogan, Flair, Bischoff, Edge?
All right. Are you ready?
Chris Jericho.
So, yeah. It's actually going through and, like, giving everything here. That's crazy. All right, ready? So, big picture, these are the styles.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to treat it like a real match and not just who has the bigger dudes. Team 1 is the Heyman Ball, built like a wrecking crew, tons of power, intimidation, and big match psychology, likely to play direct, bully the midfield, win aerials, and punish mistakes. So it seems like it got what I was trying to draft. Liger Ball, which is just crazy. Athletic, technical, fast, press heavy, possession oriented, and chaos on the wings. More of a modern soccer vibe, quick transitions and flair. So here we go. It's going to break it down by position here. Obafemi, explosive, massive reach, terrifying presence, raw but athletic. Gunther, calm, disciplined, absurdly strong hands, and doesn't panic. It gives the edge to Gunther slightly. Gunther feels like a New Year type who just decides shots won't go in. We've got the back line now. So it says that you picked the better keeper, Eli.
Hell yeah.
Is
that really up for discussion?
I think Oba's better. I think he'd be better. So it's got Hobbs and Big Bill are an absolute brick wall. Jay White is a sneaky smart defense is sneaky smart defensively, and Speedball Bailey adds pace to the right back but might get caught out of position. Frazier and Hayes are fast but light. Takashita is a lead all around, and Brian Cage is powerful but risky and could overcommit. The edge is given to Team 1. They'll murder crosses and set pieces. I'm Team 1, you're Team 2. In the midfield, Braun Breaker as a box-to-box destroyer is downright terrifying. MJF will absolutely shithouse his way through the left side, and Jacob Fatu is pure chaos and power on the right. On Team 2, Will Ospreay runs the match creatively. JD McDonough is a pest who will never stop pressing, and Trick Williams brings athletic balance. It says that you have the edge here with being more technical, more controlled, and quicker ball movement. In the attack, Orton cutting in from the left wing is lethal. Okada as a striker is ice cold and clinical, and Javon Evans adds pace and unpredictability. Team 2, Ricochet is a nightmare for slow center backs. Kevin Knight stretches the field wide, and Zack Sabre Jr. as a winger is weird but brilliant. Angles, movement, and intelligence. It gives you the edge of being more fluid, more dangerous in open play. In the coaching factor, Paul Heyman is a master of exploiting weaknesses, mind games, set pieces, and late match chaos. Jushin Thunder Liger is disciplined, fundamentals, and respects for the structure and speed. It gives the edge 50-50. Heyman in the knockout moments, but Liger over the entire match. All right. Team 2 dominates possession early, but Team 1 scores on a brutal set piece, Hobbs with a header, obviously. Ricochet equalizes with some video game nonsense. Late in the match, MJF draws a questionable foul in the box, and Okada calmly buries the winner 2-1. However, it says Team 1 wins 2-1 power, clutch factor, and Heyman shenanigans, but in a best of 5, your team would probably win 3-2.
I finally win one of our challenges.
So it says that I'd win in a one-off, but you'd win in a series, just because, you can only shenanigan your way so far.
I finally win one of our challenges. I finally win.
I mean, you win in the hypothetical 5-game series.
2-1.
I mean, you win in the hypothetical series. I win the one-off match. So, I mean, let's see here. Do you want to ask what would happen if it went to a penalty shootout to see who wins in penalties?
Sure.
Just for shits while we're here, because we got some extra time to kill.
Sure. I'm sure it won't be mine.
Okay, it says penalties is where it gets nasty. Let's play it out shootout style with psychology, fucking hell, body language, and vibes fully accounted for. The goalkeepers, obviously, Oba and Gunther. It says the exact same things. Oba's got a massive frame with explosive reaction time, intimidates by existing, and might guess aggressively rather than wait. Gunther is ice cold, surgical, unshakable. He reads shooters like he's judging them, and minimal movement equals max pressure. So it gives Gunther the ice cold edge. And it says my top five likely shooters would be Okada, Orton, MJF, Braun Breaker, and Jay White, saying that Okada is calm and gives perfect placement. Randy Orton is methodical and ruthless. MJF lives for the moment. Braun Breaker is power, pure power, and Jay White is deceptive with a last-second glance. For you, it says your shooters will be Ospreay, Ricochet, Zack Sabre Jr., Kevin Knight, and Takeshita, which is crazy. Ospreay is confident and technical. Ricochet is flashy but risky. Zack Sabre Jr. is cerebral, placement over power. Kevin Knight is fearless, and Takeshita is composed and reliable. So, it says that the round 1, Okada and Ospreay both score. It goes 1-1. Orton scores. Ricochet tries to get fancy with a chip, and Oba saves it. MJF pauses forever and then scores. Zack Sabre shows up and scores. Braun Breaker smashes it into the post and misses. Kevin Knight scores. It's 3-3. Jay White tries to get clever. Gunther saves it. Takeshita steps up and buries it. Your team would win on penalties if it went to penalties. So, saying that Gunther's composure is better than Oba's explosiveness, and that personalities reward calm. So, and it says that I could ask what happens if Heyman interfered to introduce some VAR shenanigans, which I don't think I want to. I think I'm good. I don't want to know what kind of shenanigans Heyman could get up to with that, with VAR and all that other kinds of shit. But with that, we're done. We're through. Eli wins the best of 5. I win a one-off match. Gary wins over time, apparently, but Belfast wins in the one-off. So, who's the true winner here? We'll have to wait and see. It's really me, because I changed Eli's name before we recorded, and he still hasn't caught it.
Oh, I
And this is
caught it.
me telling him right now.
I caught it, and it's fucking bullshit. I need new fucking teams. I'm just going back to Butler basketball. How about that?
Well, we'll remember that tournament time.
Just fucking keep Butler basketball. Last time I fucking watched them, I think they lost to Duke in the March Madness bracket. I think it was Final Four.
All right.
I was back
I
in
got
like
one
2008.
last question, and then we'll send it home.
What?
What's your thoughts? You think Rudolph's a system reindeer, or you think he's actually something special?
I have a video playing in my head where a cow makes its udders glow and replaces Rudolph, and it's stuck in my fucking head.
Because that's all I see over TikTok is people calling Rudolph a system reindeer. But that one night, the system made him fucking prime MJ. So what do you think?
I got a question for you.
Okay.
Have you ever watched the claymation movie A Year Without Santa Claus?
I have not.
Fucking hell, no one's fucking has. Good fucking movie, The Miser Brothers. 10 out of 10. Fucking nobody at work knows about it.
Sorry, man.
I'm not old, I promise. I'm only 24.
Well,
he's older than me.
Is Rudolph a system reindeer? Let us know in the comments down below if you made it this far. I think he is. I think the system turned him into a Tom Brady one night, and now he's got a song, he's got his own special, everybody hears about him. Blitzen was lined up to get the max extension, then Rudolph comes in, and next thing you know, Blitzen's on the trade block, and they're trying to move on from him and make Rudolph the star. It's not right, man. It ain't right.
I think people get a little too invested on a old-fashioned claymation movie.
You're not letting it die, are you? I'm sorry, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm also referring to Rudolph, which is also a claymation movie.
I was talking about the animated one I've seen. Like the early animated one. But, you got anything you want to say to the people at home before I click the red button?
Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Merry Kwanzaa. I don't know any of the other holidays. Those are the only 3 I know.
Oh, don't worry, I got you.
Merry Christmas. I don't know if there's too many other... Has Boxing Day already happened?
That's the day after Christmas.
Okay, happy Boxing Day.
Don't worry, Eli. I've got the list. Whenever you're done, I'm ready.
Alright, go for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, from us here at the Ace and the Hole podcast, to you, we would like to wish you happy holidays. To any of them that I don't name, because I know I'm not going to name a few, but I've got a good list here. So, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah. For those of you who celebrate, a very happy Boxing Day. By the time you're listening to this, actually, Hanukkah's over, so hope you enjoyed your celebration. It ends today as the day of recording, but by the time it comes out, it'll already be over. And my list is gone. I hate that. There it is.
We're trying to include everybody around the world that watches our podcast.
Well, for those of you... Oh, Happy Yule as well, to those of you who celebrate Yule. And for all of the other ones that I did not state because my list decided to disappear, a very happy holidays to you all from us here at the Ace and Hole podcast. Next week, it's the 3rd annual ACs and probably predictions for Wrestle Kingdom, I believe.
Oh yeah.
I think it's a double.
Yep, because that'll be this
got a big double week.
It'll be that Sunday.
Well,
Oh boy.
with all that being said and all that being done, there's only one thing left to do. And I was going to hit some music, but then I realized I would have to edit it, so I don't think I'm going to do that. Very happy holidays to you all. And we'll catch you all on down that very snowy road with everybody saying happy holidays. Yeah.